For today's video, we look at the sixth pick of Team Liddell, Kenneth Alan Florian. Kenny was born on May 26, 1976. He's a retired mixed martial artist who formerly competed in the UFC. Kenny's nickname is Ken Flo. Florian was born in Westwood, Massachusetts and grew up in neighboring Dover, Massachusetts, where he was a standout soccer player. He attended Boston College, where he played for the soccer team in the NCAA Division I. After college, his interest turned towards mixed martial arts, and he earned a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Professor Roberto Maia of Boston Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Barra, Boston. Florian has a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. He's also one of the only two fighters in history of the UFC to compete in 4 different weight classes, which is the middleweight division, welterweight, lightweight, and featherweight. Florian is considered as one of the best mixed martial artists never have won a UFC championship. He also holds a dual citizenship in the United States and Peru. Florian made his MMA debut on January 25, 2003 and won via TKO in the first round. Kenny suffered his first loss to the UFC regular Drew Fickett via decision on July 10, 2004. This is the fight that got Kenny on The Ultimate Fighter, as Dana White was at the show scouting Fickett for the show, but he was so impressed with Kenny that he offered him, not Fickett, a spot on the show. Kenny felt like he was like part of an experiment, and it really was. They were guinea pigs being on season 1. There is a side story that Kenny was traded to Team Couture in a team reshuffle. For the fights at Tough, Kenny defeated Chris Leben by TKO doctor stoppage in round 2. In the finale on April 9, 2005, Florian lost to Diego Sanchez by TKO in round 1. The loss didn't hurt his UFC plans when he walked out with a UFC contract in hand. Altogether, he had 3 title shots, but lost to Sean Shirk, BJ Penn, and Jose Aldo. On October 14, 2006, Florian fought Sean Shirk for the vacant UFC lightweight championship and lost via unanimous decision. Florian faced off against Penn at UFC 101 on August 8, 2009 for the title. Penn eventually took his back in the 4th round and locked up a rear naked choke, submitting Florian and defending his title. Florian was visibly crying as he left the octagon after the loss to Penn. Kenny was given a title shot against Jose Aldo for the UFC Featherweight Championship on October 8, 2011 at UFC 136, and he was defeated by unanimous decision. Kenny is known for his elbow strikes, which Joe Rogan describes as razor sharp. He trains Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with Ryan Hall at some gym, and he still believes in something of the Asian samurai. Florian has dealt with back problems throughout his career, but suffered a new injury on November 2011 while lifting weights. Kenny has already planned to take 6 months off to build back to lightweight after losing the featherweight title shot. After the Aldo bite, Florian had been dealing with tingling and numbness down his right leg and hadn't been able to train. After meeting with an orthopedic doctor and a neurologist, both advised the 35-year-old to retire, which he did on May 31, 2012. Florian co-hosted MMA Live alongside Franklin McNeil and others for ESPN.com, which is a show online and on TV on ESPN. Florian contributed to the show with his MMA experience and perspective as a fighter. Florian now co-hosts UFC Tonight on FS1, with Michael Bisping providing similar analysis and perspective held on MMA Live. Florian was a guest writer for Fight, an MMA magazine. Florian filled in as a color commentator for WEC and UFC shows. In 2015, Florian was named the color commentator for ABC's revival of the Robot Combat series BattleBots, joined by Fox Sports personality Chris Rose on play-by-play. Florian continued his role on the revival's 3rd season. He and his brother Keith own and operate Florian Mixed Martial Arts Center, a martial arts academy in Brookline, Massachusetts, near Cool Light Corner, which teaches Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, and mixed martial arts. His championships and awards in mixed martial arts: UFC. In the UFC, he's the Ultimate Fighter 1 middleweight tournament runner-up. He has the fight of the night 3 times, submission of the night 2 times. In Jiu-Jitsu, at the Pan American Championship, Pan American Jiu-Jitsu Championship 2003, brown middle, he was third place. In the North American Grappling Association, he's the NAGA BJJ Superfight Champion, NAGA Advanced G Open Champion, NAGA Advanced G Middleweight Champion, NAGA Northeastern Grappling Championships Pro Lightweight third place. At the ADCC World Championship, he was at the 2002 Abu Dhabi US Trials. At Grappler's Quest, he's in the Grappler's Quest Hall of Fame, Grappler's Quest Superfight Champion, Grappler's Quest World Superfight Absolute Professional third place, Grappler's Quest US National Expert Middleweight third place, and Copa Atlanta at 2002 Copa Atlanta Brown Belt Champion. His MMA record states at 14 wins and 6 losses, 3-1 by KO, 9-1 by subs, and 2-4 by decision. He was 2-1 before TUF and 12-5 after TUF. So the next video we look at the 6th pick at Team Couture, Alexander Karalexis.